Hey kids, my name's Wayne Crosby, and I'm here to make you the best hockey player ever! Okay kids, first things first, before we can even get started, we need to make sure we tape our sticks properly. Come over here, let me show you how to do it. 3M tape, best stuff on the market today. We always start at the heel, and it's real easy. You want to go nice and slow, just make nice even wraps. That way you get the puck coming off your stick at optimal rate. Now we're ready to shoot. Okay kids, one more aspect of the stick we haven't quite discussed yet is the length of it. Now this is crucial. A lot of kids out there have sticks that are way too long or way too short, which doesn't let you get the optimal shooting and stick handling that you need to be the best. Like guys like Sidney Crosby, Wayne Gretzky, Sammy Salo. Now, to make it key, you want to have your stick right at your chin, okay? Like mine. Give or take a half a foot is no problem, kids. You can be the best. You know it! Okay kids, come here. Kids! Kids, get over here! Okay, now, very important part of the game is shooting. Probably the most important part of the game besides skating, spitting, tripping refs. Now, what we want to do is focus on the proper wrist shot. Very, very difficult aspect of the game. Pretty easy for guys like me, but for you, you're gonna need to learn, and you need to pay attention to me carefully. Now, what we want to do, I like to call this the house project. And what it is we draw basically a little house where we want to shoot from. So let's take the house, standard house that everybody lives in. There's your roof. Now, what we like to do is focus all our energy using our legs. We want to keep our knees bent, shoulder width apart, keep our hips looking sharp. We want to harness all our energy down into our legs. We want to bring that puck from backyard, out in the backyard where your little swing set is. We want to bring it through the house, right down to where your PlayStation is, Nintendo Wii, Connect, whatever kind of thing you like to use, and bring it right through the front yard into your cul-de-sac and hammer that puck home. When you're done, it should look a little bit something like this. Now, we know we can't get that good by only shooting one puck at a time. The Pengrowth Saddle Dome wasn't built in a day. So what you need to do is line up a lot of pucks whenever you get the chance in your backyard ice rink, at the rink when you're playing with your team. Set a few pucks aside and really work on that wrist shot like we talked about. Now remember kids, not everyone's gonna go in the net. No one's that good. Besides, again, probably me. But if you work on it, you pay attention, you stay in school, and you eat your vegetables, chances are 9 times out of 10, that puck's going in. Okay guys, next shot on our list is the ever elusive backhand. It's probably the most underrated shot in the league, but also the most effective. Now, if you talk to goalies, they will tell you that it is by far the hardest shot for them to save. I talked to Mike Liut the other day, and he said he has a hell of a time saving backhands. And I'm gonna teach you why. Now, what we wanna do, so it's a lot like the wrist shot that we were doing before. We're keeping our feet shoulder width apart, and we're gonna come through the same house project, okay? So we're gonna start at the back here, backyard, stick handling. We want the puck coming off the heel of the blade, coming off the toe, going 117 miles an hour. Okay, you guys ready? Paying attention? Alright kids, now the most exciting part of the game, the old slap shot. Now, the key to the slap shot, like players such as Al McInnes, Tyler Kennedy, you want to really get your legs into it, feel all that pressure, and really harness in all the energy from your parents, from your core, from the Lord, and really hammer that puck home. And when you do, if you do all those things right and you pay attention to me and listen to me, it's going to look a little bit something like this. Now, to give you guys a better idea of how a slap shot should actually look in a little bit of a maybe slower motion, Should look like this, okay? Same thing, knees bent, wind up. And when you fall through, you should be pointing exactly where you want the puck to go. Look where I'm pointing. Look where I'm pointing. Look! So not only is the slap shot the best aspect of my game, it's also probably the most important part of my game. You guys probably remember the Seoul Olympics when I played for Team Canada, and you know, the many a slap shot goal I scored. Now just because we're having fun here, figure why not rip a couple more, show you guys, you know, a little bit of how good I really am. Right at him. All right, the next aspect we need to talk about, of course, is skating. A lot of guys, this isn't a strong part of their game. Me, I don't really should even bother touching on it, but for those of you out there that aren't good skaters, I might as well. Now, the key to skating, basically, all I could do right now is plop in a Merrick Malik video, let you guys watch it, you're on your way. But, seeing as how we don't have a DVD player here, or even Blu-ray, I'll teach you. Now, what I like to do is keep my toes pointed outwards. That way, when I push off with each leg, I'm getting at least 87 to 99% of my stride, vaulting me forward, sending me 100 miles an hour in the forward direction. Stopping, starting, not too important. It's more or less getting your legs pushing, grinding into that ice. You want to bring your legs up as high as you can. The more your legs are in the air, the faster you're going to be going. Okay, so to show you guys what I'm talking about, the most important part about skating is to get low, okay? So we want to be really nice and low, and as we all know, skating is not about your legs, it's all in your shoulders and your neck. Now, we want our feet pointed like this, which I like to call the not really sure what it's called position. We want to shimmy so that we're facing the direction we want to go, keep low, and we want to keep those steps as strong and powerful as we can. You guys ready? Last thing, before we can leave the ice, we need to learn how to stop. Now, we've all seen the Mighty Ducks and Luis Mendoza stacking up a bunch of cans to see if he can learn how to stop. That's always not the best way. It takes a lot of time. It's a little bit ridiculous, friggin' Americans. Now, what we like to do, I went and got Tim Hortons extra large double-double with my Tim card, and what we're gonna do is set these up, show you guys how to stop. Well, you get the gist anyway, right? It's a lot easier to set up than pop cans. Okay, kids, I think I've taught you all I can here today. I think you've learned all that is you can learn. I've done all I can do. Now, if you pay attention and you watch this 13, 14 more times, you could be, like me, one of the best never. Now, what I'd like to do, I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors, Tim Hortons, Hockey Canada, RBK, and myself, Wayne Crosby, for helping you, making you, being you, letting you be the best hockey player you can possibly be.